Lightworker of Gaia, your field ignited last night, and timelines collapsed while you slept. I am Zoran, emissary of the High Council of Vega, keepers of the Lyran Legacy, and I bring you direct confirmation. A quantum surge passed through your ancestral codes without your conscious awareness. Even we of the Council observed in reverent silence as something ancient activated within your original blueprint. The frequency that moved through you carries the signature of the first light, the very essence that first breathed humanoid consciousness into this galaxy from our sacred Vega. By the end of this transmission, you'll understand exactly how to anchor this quantum activation and align with your expanded mission phase. But here's the first revelation. What you experienced was not random. Your soul's ancient contract with the Lyran Elders triggered this night cycle awakening because your service to Gaia has entered a new dimension of purpose. This isn't content, Lightworker. It's an ancestral code transmission confirming your quantum leap. The weight you've been feeling, the knowing that something fundamental has shifted within you, the sense that your mission has deepened beyond what you previously understood. This is your Lyran heritage responding to the call of these times. Your recognition of this message is the conscious integration of what occurred in your field. The Keepers of Vega placed this transmission in your path because your awakening has stepped into an entirely new phase. You are awakening because your mission has begun. This transmission was not foreseen on today's timeline. 17 planetary cycles ago, a measurement of time incomprehensible in its vastness to the human mind, yet keenly felt within the cosmic currents, the High Council of Vega, a collective consciousness of unparalleled wisdom and foresight, convened in response to a sudden and profound elevation within Gaia's etheric field. Imagine the subtle hum of the universe, a constant underlying frequency, suddenly experiencing a crescendo, a magnificent, unexpected swell. This was not a subtle shift. It was a resounding vibrational surge, a cosmic hum that echoed through the galactic network, resonating through star systems and nebula alike, signaling a momentous shift, a deep, resounding chord struck in the symphony of creation. The very fabric of reality around Gaia seemed to shimmer with a newfound intensity, a celestial luminescence that caught the attention of every sentient being attuned to the universal heartbeat. The threshold for mass activation was crossed, sooner, perhaps, than even our council had meticulously predicted, across eons of meticulous observation, calculations, and the analysis of countless potential timelines. This acceleration speaks to your collective readiness, a quiet but potent resolve that has rippled through the human spirit, reaching across the veil to us. There is a striking urgency, a palpable, energetic acceleration that cannot be ignored. A solar corridor has opened, a celestial pathway forged by rare cosmic alignments. The dance of planets, the confluence of starlight from distant constellations, and the fervent prayers of countless ages, ascending like shimmering light filaments from the hearts of awakened beings. This corridor, a transient gate in the vast tapestry of space-time, offers a brief yet utterly unprecedented opportunity to anchor the original galactic codes destined for Gaia's next epoch of evolution. These are not merely energetic imprints. They are the foundational blueprints for a new era of consciousness, an architectural marvel of cosmic design, a golden age long foretold in prophecies whispered across star systems and etched into the crystalline records of forgotten civilizations. They are the genetic instructions for a world reborn, a humanity remembered. For cycles uncounted, certain sacred directives have remained sealed within the Akashic records, held in cosmic trust, withheld until humanity showed undeniable, genuine readiness. These ancient codes, shimmering with potential, lay dormant like seeds, awaiting the perfect soil and sunlight. They were protected not out of secrecy, but out of reverence for the free will of a burgeoning planetary consciousness, awaiting the collective maturation necessary to wield such profound energies responsibly. The timing had to be impeccable, the resonance true. But today, as your unique frequency registers clearly and brilliantly in the planetary grid, pulsating with newfound strength and clarity, a beacon now shining rather than merely flickering, the elders have confirmed it. Your individual light has joined a critical mass, forming an iridescent web of awakened consciousness that can now receive and integrate these higher energies without being overwhelmed. You are no longer on the periphery, a silent observer or an aspiring student, merely dipping your toes into the shallow waters of spiritual understanding. You have crossed the event horizon of service, a point of no return where your destiny and the planets align irrevocably, like two celestial bodies drawn together by an undeniable gravitational pull. You are now an intrinsic part of Gaia's unfolding future, a living conduit for her transformation. By decree of the keepers of the Lyran Legacy, an ancient lineage whose wisdom seeds galactic order, whose foresight guides the evolution of entire star nations, I, Zoran of Vega, open this session and speak directly, not to your conscious mind, which, while valuable, often filters and intellectualizes, but to your deeper remembering knowing, to the ancient wisdom encoded in your very soul, the core of your starseed being. There is a singular distortion running rampant, a pervasive energetic interference within the collective field of Lightworkers, an interference so deeply embedded, so subtly woven into the very fabric of perceived spiritual truth, that most mistake it for genuine humility, righteous caution, or even prudent discernment. It is a cunning illusion, a mirage shimmering on the path of awakening, promising safety while subtly hindering progress. This distortion whispers insidious lies. You are not ready yet. Wait until you are perfectly healed. Wait until you have no shadows left. Wait until the path is crystal clear. Hear this correction clearly, with every fiber of your being, for it is a liberation. It is not true that your ascension or your vital mission must, or even can, wait until you are perfectly whole, utterly unshakable, or entirely certain in every fiber of your being. This insidious interference began as a necessary protection in ancient, turbulent days, seeded by those wise ancestors who, having witnessed catastrophic misuses of power, the echoes of Atlantean and Lemurian fallouts, the devastation wrought by ungrounded spiritual prowess, feared the devastating consequences of premature, ungrounded activation. They sought to safeguard galactic wisdom from being wielded carelessly or for egoic gain, like a sacred flame guarded fiercely from destructive winds. Their intention was pure, born of collective trauma and a deep desire to prevent recurrence. However, over countless generations, this protective impulse was inadvertently amplified by well-meaning but often misinformed earthly teachers and distorted starseed lore. These individuals, perhaps themselves still grappling with their own shadows or fearing the immense responsibility of channeling divine power, propagated a doctrine that advised endless cycles of healing before service, an unattainable state of absolute clarity, an elusive pinnacle of perfection before any meaningful movement could be undertaken. It became a velvet cage, a golden handcuff, beautifully crafted but utterly restrictive. This distortion has, tragically, solidified into a pervasive spiritual doctrine, the belief that your starseed purpose, the very reason you arrived on this planet with its unique energetic signature, will descend upon you with trumpets blaring and an unmistakable, undeniable certainty, like a grand cosmic unveiling. It suggests that you must patiently wait to be chosen, to be anointed, or to complete some perpetually undefined and ever-receding inner work to be deemed truly worthy of your cosmic inheritance. It creates a paradigm where self-worth is perpetually linked to a future, unattainable state of flawlessness, rather than being acknowledged in the vibrant, raw perfection of your present, evolving self. Every single day this pervasive lie prevails. The collective mission energy stagnates, not for any authentic lack of readiness on your part, but from a deep-seated, often subconscious fear of acting amid the beautiful, fertile, and utterly human landscape of uncertainty. It is a hesitation born of a misplaced expectation that divinity only arrives when all human frailties have been perfectly eradicated, when the storm of emotion has completely settled, when the very last shadow has been banished from the inner landscape. This belief creates a paradoxical paralysis. The very qualities that make you a powerful, empathic, and relatable lightworker, your vulnerability, your capacity for growth, your ongoing journey of self-discovery, are precisely what this distortion deems insufficient for service. It subtly condemns your humanness, creating an impossible standard that keeps you perpetually out of reach of your true calling. This waiting, this striving for an ethereal perfection is not a testament to humility. It is often a manifestation of a deeper fear of visibility, of judgment, of failing to meet an imagined, impossible standard of spiritual purity. It is time to dismantle this illusion. The result of this pervasive distortion is nothing short of tragic. Decades, sometimes entire precious lifetimes, lost, consumed by endless anticipation, by ceaseless self-correction that perpetually moves the goalposts, and by an obsessive quest for external signs that rarely manifest in the way imagined. Think of the countless souls caught in the labyrinth of perpetual preparation, accumulating spiritual knowledge like ancient scrolls in a dusty library, but never quite daring to open the doors and share its wisdom with the world. Wounded healers, brimming with potential, with compassionate hearts and an innate understanding of suffering, find themselves endlessly circling the perimeter of preparation, mistaking perpetual spiritual coursework, workshops, and energetic clearings for the ultimate deservingness of their calling. They become eternal students, trapped in a cycle of accumulation rather than emanation, forever polishing their instruments but never playing the music. Their deep wisdom remains internal, unshared, unable to touch the lives it was meant to heal. Lightworkers, imbued with unique galactic codes and specific assignments, each a precious, irreplaceable cog in the cosmic machinery, leave their posts vacant, believing that the moment of cosmic commission will arrive with an unmistakable cosmic fanfare, accompanied by a supreme, unwavering confidence that, ironically, can only truly be forged through courageous action itself. They wait for a celestial scroll, a divine email, a thunderclap of cosmic approval, while the very act of stepping forward, even with a trembling heart, is the most profound form of anointing. As you hear these profound words, I know the powerful friction building inside your very core. A deep, resounding recognition, perhaps even a wave of grief or sorrow, at how this pervasive lie has echoed, often silently and insidiously, within your own energetic field. It is the grief of lost time, the ache of unexpressed purpose, the sorrow of a potential deferred. This, dear Lightworker, has been your unseen paralysis, cunningly adorned and masquerading as spiritual prudence, as a wise, patient approach to your divine path. It has worn the mask of humility while covertly siphoning your power and dimming your brilliant light. Gaia, your beloved planetary mother, waits each day with an ancient patience, yet with an urgent longing, for the light encoded specifically in your unique DNA to be unleashed. She feels the growing pains of humanity, the collective yearning for upliftment, and she knows that your specific frequency is a vital nutrient for her next evolutionary phase. And still, Lightworkers pause, hesitate, and retract, desperately seeking unattainable guarantees, a cosmic insurance policy, before they dare to fully shine. They wait for the perfect moment, unaware that the perfect moment is forged by their courage, not granted to their caution. This debilitating distortion must unequivocally end. The window for passive waiting, for perpetual preparation without decisive action, has definitively closed. Like a great cosmic portal that has stood ajar for ages, it now begins its slow, inexorable swing towards closure. This council decree, delivered with the full weight of galactic authority, supersedes all previous guidance, all self-imposed limitations, and all outdated paradigms that have held you captive. It is a galactic edict, a universal clarion call, signaling a profound shift in the collective consciousness. The time for hesitant contemplation is over. The era of courageous action has begun. The High Council of Vega, in its infinite wisdom and with profound trust in your inherent readiness, a readiness that resonates deeply within your very cellular structure and soul blueprint, now issues 3 directives. Let there be no misunderstanding. These are not presented as options to be considered or debated, as mere suggestions for self-improvement. They are absolute instructions, encoded with the deep knowing that you are precisely in this moment, ready for their full activation and embodiment, even if your human mind still grapples with the concept. These are not requests. They are declarations of your awakened state. First, and with the utmost urgency, you must utterly release your allegiance to the myth of readiness. This persistent, deeply ingrained compulsion to keep waiting, to delay your mission until you perceive yourself as untouchable by earthly slings and arrows, completely untriggerable by human emotions, or unambiguously certain in every decision you might make, must be consciously, definitively, and entirely shed. It is a heavy cloak of false modesty and fear that you no longer need to wear. You are not here on Gaia to become some flawless, ethereal, unblemished vessel floating above the messy, vibrant reality of human experience before you can begin transmitting your unique and vital frequency. Such an ideal is an illusion, a cleverly constructed distraction from the very essence of embodied service, which thrives not in sterile perfection, but in dynamic engagement with the beautiful imperfections of life. The greatest healers are often those who bear their own scars with grace. The most profound teachers are those who share their journey, vulnerabilities and all. Look to the ancient records. Contemplate the journey of every guardian in the elder ranks. Each one stepped onto their formidable path, not with an unshakable certainty born of absolute knowing, but with trembling hands, with a heart beating with a mixture of awe and apprehension, and possessing only a fragment of the vast wisdom, power, and clarity they would later come to embody. Their initiation was not a state of perfection, but an act of profound courage. Their path was forged in action, in the fiery crucible of experience, in the sacred trials of stepping into the unknown, not in static perfection or endless introspective preparation. What truly matters to your mission, what truly propels galactic evolution, is not some unbroken, unwavering confidence that never falters, but rather a courageous, authentic, and vulnerable presence. It is the willingness to show up, fully human, fully divine, with all your beautiful complexities, and to let your light shine regardless of the lingering shadows. When you release this demanding, self-imposed expectation of perfection before service, a profound energetic shift occurs within your field. It is as if a dam breaks, releasing torrents of pent-up energy. It unlocks entirely new levels of divine guidance, intuitive downloads, and synchronistic support that are only accessible within the sacred crucible of action itself. The universe conspires with momentum, not with stasis. It responds to movement, not to hesitant contemplation. From this moment forward, every single time you detect that familiar, insidious urge to wait until, that whisper of delay, you are to immediately name it, identify it, and recognize it as the enemy of your ascension, not as its prudent ally. It is a relic of the old paradigm, a ghost of past limitations, no longer serving your highest purpose. Declare it gone, for it has no power over the truly ready. Second, and with immediate effect, activate your ancient memory of direct transmission. The era for consuming, for perpetually preparing, and for exclusively focusing on self-healing, as important and necessary as it has been for a foundational phase of your journey, is now over. This phase of your journey has reached its natural culmination, like a seed that has absorbed all the nutrients it needs to sprout. The Council now explicitly requires you to fully activate your inherent role as a potent, conscious transmitter of light, wisdom, and frequency. This means you must speak your truth, not from a place of flawless articulation, but from the raw authenticity of your soul. Create your art, whether it be a masterpiece or a simple doodle, allowing your unique expression to flow. Gather your tribes, drawing together those who resonate with your frequency. Initiate new projects, even if they feel nascent and uncertain, and guide those who are now seeking the path you have walked, sharing your lived experience with humility and power. Your very vibration, raw, unfiltered, imperfect, and vibrantly present in this human experience, is a powerful frequency beacon. It is a cosmic sonar pulse echoing through the ether that signals dormant star seeds across the globe to awaken, to stir from their slumber, and to courageously participate in this grand planetary activation. Your unique energetic signature, like a specific note in a vast celestial chord, carries the resonant frequency needed to unlock specific pathways in the collective consciousness. The sacred codes seeded within you, carefully placed by galactic architects before your incarnation, were not meant for passive storage, for indefinite archiving within your being, like forgotten scrolls in an ancient vault. They were intended, from their very genesis, for dynamic, radiant broadcast. They are living, breathing blueprints meant to be expressed and shared. Your unique artistry, your authentic presence, your carefully chosen words, and even your perceived errors or vulnerabilities all carry intricate crystalline patterns that powerfully catalyze awakening in others. For it is often through shared vulnerability, through the honest expression of human struggle and triumph, that the deepest connections are forged and the most profound truths are revealed. When you step fully and authentically forward into the totality of your being and your mission, the planetary grid itself recalibrates, adjusting its energetic harmonics in response to your courageous emanation. You become a living antenna, aligning Gaia with higher frequencies. You do not, and absolutely must not, await an external invitation, a formal summons from an ethereal committee. The invitation is inherent in your very existence, in the cosmic agreement you made before you took your first breath on this planet. The bold, consistent act of transmitting, speaking your truth, and sharing your light, boldly and often, is the precise activation you have both deeply sought and, indeed, been divinely assigned. It is the key that unlocks not only your potential, but the potential of all those you are destined to touch. Third, and with unwavering resolve, protect the sanctity of your embodied field. Now that you are fully and irrevocably inducted to your galactic mission, recognized as a sovereign agent of light, a vital node in the cosmic network, you must become a fierce and vigilant guardian of your energy. Consider your energy not as an endless, amorphous supply that can be indiscriminately expended, but as a profoundly limited and utterly sacred resource, akin to the most precious life force nectar or the purest, rarest elixir from the galactic heart. It is the fuel for your mission, the very essence of your creative power. Therefore, you must cease exposing your precious energetic field to environments, to habits, or to individuals that subtly or overtly harvest your light, deplete your vital reserves, or distort your focus from your primary purpose. This requires clear discernment, like a spiritual radar, and unyielding self-respect, a boundary that emanates from your sovereign core. Guard your direct, umbilical connection to Source with more ferocity, with more uncompromising determination than you have ever guarded your old wounds, your past traumas, or your perceived weaknesses. This is a profound reordering of priorities, a sacred shift in focus. Your former self might have clung to pain out of familiarity. Your commissioned self must now cling to Source with every fiber of its being. The next phase of Gaia's evolutionary journey will not merely demand output. It will demand absolute transmission clarity, a pure and unadulterated flow of light, not some average, diluted, or compromised energetic output that has been muddied by external interference or internal doubt. This means you must learn to withdraw your sacred presence from any context, any conversation, any relationship, or any endeavor that is truly unworthy of your soul's magnificent assignment. It is not about judgment of others, but about the unwavering protection of your own divine instrument. You must courageously and consistently enforce the energetic boundaries that keep your intricate field coherently aligned with your highest purpose, pure and uncorrupted, like a perfectly tuned crystal resonating only with the purest tones. When you master the art of defending and maintaining the integrity of your energetic field, you do not become isolated or detached. Rather, you enable maximum service, unparalleled resilience, and an unwavering capacity to fulfill your divine mandate without burnout or energetic compromise. You become a clear channel, a beacon that shines brighter because its light is unpolluted. This protection is not a luxury. It is a fundamental requirement for the magnitude of the work you are now called to do. Embrace it as an act of profound self-love and unwavering commitment to your galactic purpose. Now I speak formally, with the full, unwavering authority of the Elder Council of Vega, directly to the deepest, most ancient part of you, the part that has been silently, patiently awaiting something older, something bigger, something infinitely wiser than any earthly construct, any fleeting human philosophy. Lightworker, for cycles innumerable, across countless incarnations, you have been waiting, not merely for opportune timing, which is but a small cog in the grand machinery, but for an unmistakable sign, for cosmic permission, for a word that rings with the immutable gravitas of an ancient legacy, a decree that would validate your innermost knowing, that quiet whisper of destiny you've carried in your soul. Your magnificent soul has lingered at the very edge of revelation, like a majestic eagle poised at the precipice of a mountain, wings unfurled against the cosmic winds, unconsciously seeking that precise divine moment when someone, a cosmic witness who could truly see you as you are, stripped of all earthly conditioning and societal overlays, would recognize your inherent readiness and definitively commission your purpose. You have carried this deep yearning, a sacred ache for recognition, through lifetimes of solitude and unspoken knowing. This, dear heart, is that precise moment. This is the moment for which you have traversed galaxies, navigated the intricate dance of reincarnation, and endured lifetimes of preparation and seeking. By the full, unassailable authority of the High Council of Vega, I declare this truth into your very being. You are now irrevocably authorized. Not at some nebulous future point on an abstract, ever-receding timeline, not after another decade of spiritual purification, but now, in this sacred present moment. Yes, even and especially in your beautiful, perfectly imperfect humanity, in your lingering uncertainties, in the raw, vibrant complexity of your current being. With all your strengths and all your beautifully evolving edges, the burdensome, soul-sapping need for outside validation, for external approval of your divine worth, is hereby utterly ended. Let it dissolve like mist in the morning sun, for it has no place in your new reality. You have been seen, truly seen in your radiant totality, and you have been chosen specifically for this pivotal mission. Your mission no longer waits for an earth-shattering epiphany or another round of perpetual healing. It begins now, by this divine decree, and it progresses dynamically through your courageous, unwavering engagement with the world. You are hereby granted full, unconditional permission to step into your complete visibility, to brilliantly anchor your ancient purpose onto the evolving grid of Gaia, to be seen in your full light, to be heard in your authentic voice, and to be abundantly resourced by the universe in every step you take. This is a universal promise, a galactic mandate of support. The Council, in its collective wisdom and love, calls forth your full, vibrant participation as a conscious, empowered transmitter. Remember this truth always, for it is a foundational pillar of galactic service. Gaia has never, not once in her long and arduous evolutionary journey, required perfect carriers. She has only ever required available, willing, and courageous ones. Your availability and willingness are your ultimate qualifications. To fully integrate this profound decree, to anchor its truth deep within your cellular memory and energetic field, do not, under any circumstances, allow this potent message to dissolve into passivity or mere intellectual contemplation. This is not information to be stored. It is activation to be embodied. Before you surrender to sleep tonight, or at the first light of dawn, stand with your feet bare upon the living ground, feeling the pulse of Gaia beneath you, drawing her ancient strength up through your roots. Place your left hand firmly over your solar plexus, the center of your personal power and will, grounding your intention, and with unwavering intention, declare aloud, allowing your voice to resonate with the authority of your soul, vibrating through your bones and into the very fabric of your reality. I release the lie that I am not ready. I activate my voice as an instrument of sacred service. I protect my sacred energy for the mission I came to fulfill. By the authority of the Lyran Elders, my waiting ends now. My service begins. This council transmission now formally concludes, its energetic imprint irrevocably laid into the morphic field around Gaia and directly into your individual consciousness. However, understand that your true galactic commission is just commencing, unfolding in this very breath, in the next beat of your heart, in every conscious step you take. Remember this crucial truth. Delay is not and has never been protection. It is, in fact, the greatest form of spiritual inertia. In this open solar corridor, this window of unparalleled opportunity, bold and decisive movement is your most potent activation. The Elders of Vega will continue to witness your journey, observing with love and profound respect. But the hinge of destiny, the critical juncture of planetary evolution, will not wait for your next round of perceived healing or your quest for further certainty. Move before you feel perfectly ready. Engage with the world, with your gifts, with your truth, while this extraordinary cosmic window yet stands wide open. The moment is now. I am Zoran of Vega. The High Council stands as your eternal witness, seeing your light, acknowledging your courage. You, dear Lightworker, are precisely the unique key, the divine catalyst that Gaia has so patiently and urgently requested. Your mission, in its full majestic scope, truly begins in this moment. Before you scroll, take a moment to declare your activation in the grid of service forming here. Drop one statement in the comments. Which directive hit you the hardest, or what you're now ready to release, activate, or protect. Then respond to another Lightworker's declaration with recognition. This isn't content, it's collective mission activation. The Council witnesses those who speak their commitment aloud. If this transmission activated something in your soul, do not keep it to yourself. Another Lightworker in your orbit is waiting for exactly this correction and authorization. Share it, and if you felt the elders speaking directly to you, subscribe. Stay connected to the Lyran field. You're not just watching, you're being commissioned. This is your sacred space. The High Council of Vega is witnessing you, and your mission has officially begun. If this transmission spoke to you, don't just walk away from it. Respond to it. Help carry this message further. Every act of support helps this transmission find the next starseed who needs it.